everyone, welcome to my channel. We are talking about the most surprising films of 2019. These films kind of came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting them to be as good as they were. They just made a little bit of an impact on me, or they were just plain fun that I was not expecting. Now, this is my personal opinion, and like I said again, I'm sure it is going to be different from yours. And keep in mind, I have not seen every single movie of 2019. These lists are made strictly of the films that I have seen in the theater. I know that there's worse films and maybe better films out there, but these are my personal preferences. So let's get into the top 10 most surprising films of 2019. Number 10 is Hustlers. I didn't know what to expect going into this. I knew it was a very eclectic cast with J-Lo in the lead, and I do like J-Lo. She actually impressed me a lot with especially her opening scene. The first time that you see her on the screen, she is doing a striptease. Man, I gotta get in shape, okay? Like, she is over 50. She looks phenomenal. The film turned out to be a lot of fun. It's based on a true event that happened, dropped some knowledge on my brain, which I appreciate. There were a couple of things here and there that could have been improved on, but overall, it was a good time, and I really can't hate on it. Number 9 is Zombieland Double Tap, and I know a lot of people are going to be torn. They like this or they hated it. I enjoyed it. I had a really good time with it. This is one of those films, if it's working, don't break the formula. Some people would want Zombieland Double Tap to have a different plot line. Not me. I enjoy the fact that all 4 of them are together again and they're going on another adventure and they're trying to escape the zombies. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I was actually, this is in the surprising category because I was surprised at how well the sequel lived up to the original, especially 10 years after the fact. Number 8 is Judy. This is surprising because I was surprised with how well Renee Zellweger captured Judy Garland. It truly impressed me. She is my front runner for winning the Oscar for Best Actress. She's not nominated yet, but she's pretty much nominated for everything else. And I guarantee she's going to be nominated for the Academy Award. She looked just like her. She did all of the singing as Judy Garland. There was no Judy backtrack. That was all Renee. That is impressive. Everything she did, her mannerisms, her slouching, her walking, embodied Judy Garland. And again, this film dropped some knowledge on my brain about some things that I did not know about. And I did enjoy myself in the theater. As far as the biopic goes, it was very informative, very well done. Number 7, shock upon shock for me, is Midsommar. I am not a horror fan by any means. I don't like them. I just feel like it's violent, it's bloody, it's messy, it's not necessary. However, the hype over Midsommar was in my brain, and I kept thinking about it. And I kept thinking, you know what? Just go and see it. Cover your eyes at the bloody parts. You can get yourself through it. And I have to say, I am glad that I went and saw this in the theater. It's beautifully stunning to look at. Cinematography is absolutely incredible. Florence Pugh in the lead is absolutely amazing. This is her year, and she's going to break out even more when she is in Black Widow. Wow, like, she has an amazing future ahead of her. She's amazing in this film. She totally captivated me with her story and what she was going through and what was happening, what was going on. I was surprised that I actually enjoyed a film like this in the horror genre. It's kind of like classy horror, you know? It's not like trashy horror, like, let's say, Child's Play movies or something like that. Classy horror. Number 6 is Aladdin. Mixed reviews were coming out. I wasn't really sure. You're thinking no one can top Robin Williams as the genie. And then here comes Will Smith. He won me over. He did exactly what we wanted him to do. Be the genie, but do not do an exact carbon copy of Robin Williams because no one could ever copy or duplicate Robin Williams. He didn't try to do that. He made the genie his own. I respected that. Guy Ritchie, I was unsure about him as the director for this film. I was impressed. I actually was. I think my review for this was a little bit but I have to say, after thinking about it and watching it again, I did enjoy it. This is probably one of the best Disney remakes that we've had come out so far. We're in the top 10. We're in the top 10. We're in the top. Yes, we're in the top 10, but we're going into the top 5. But before we get into the top 5, do not forget to hit that red subscribe down below if you have not already. Tons of juicy movie content. Award season is coming, so please, you don't want to miss any of that. Also, digital code giveaway. Come on, guys. You know you want to be part of the channel. You don't want to miss any of that. All right, top 5. Number 5 is Ready or Not. Again, another horror film that surprised me, and I actually enjoyed it. I love the concept. Original, wacky, eccentric. Just like this family that this new bride is running from. Samara Weaving, incredible. Breakout performance. She's only going to go up from here. Her running around in a white wedding dress, trying to avoid being killed in Converse sneakers. I love that image. I think it's fantastic. And I liked it. I had a good time with it. I didn't mind it. I loved how it had a little bit of comedy thrown in here and there to loosen up the tense moments. Highly enjoyable film. Number 4 is Stuber. This film really got the shaft. It did not make as much money at the box office as it should have. I think it came out right when Avengers Endgame came out. So this film really had absolutely no chance at the box office compared to a monster like Avengers Endgame. But this was just funny. It was funny, unexpectedly, hilariously funny. That's why it's on my surprising list. Dave Bautista and Kumail Nanjiani have this great chemistry with each other. They're riffing the entire time. It's relatable. An Uber driver, that's the thing to do nowadays. And I just laughed my ass off. I thought it was hilarious. Number 3 is Crawl. I went to go and see this actually the day before Stuber. I was like, let me go see these films that are so-so, Crawl and Stuber. And you know what? I loved them both. Crawl, again, kind of a horror movie a little bit, but not really horror, but I guess scary and tense. I was not expecting it to be as decent as it was. It was very surprising. It was visually nice to look at. I was in those tense moments. I was like, oh my God, is she going to get out of there? Is she going to escape? I had fun with it. Highly enjoyed myself. Number 2 is Us, the follow-up work by Jordan Peele after Get Out. Talk about pressure. Okay. Get Out was such a phenomenal movie, a wonderful original idea, and then you have to top yourself, or you feel like you have to top yourself, or exceed expectations with your follow-up movie. Jordan Peele did a good job. It's not as good as Get Out. It's not on that level, but I was surprised. I have a lot of horror movies on this list. Maybe I should start watching horror movies. I don't know. But I was thinking I was going to be really, really super scared. And I have to say, there are some gory parts to the film, but nothing I couldn't handle. And I liked the storyline. There were a couple of things that were questionable, like how did all of them get all those same red outfits and scissors and everything. But if you look beyond that, and you focus on the storyline given in front of you and the situation and what's happening, it's terrifying. It's confusing. You don't know what to think of it. Could this actually be happening? And I liked it. I really, really did. I like Jordan Peele. I love his original ideas. Keep them coming. My number 1 choice for the most surprising film of the year is The Farewell. This film, I was unsure about it only because it's mainly in a different language with subtitles. I'm not really a fan of that, but I said, everyone's talking about Awkwafina's performance and this film. Let me go and see it. I was so shocked with how much I enjoyed it, how much I felt for the family. I felt for the grandmother who is in the dark about what's going on with her, about what's happening. You empathize with Awkwafina's character because you want the family to let the grandmother know what should happen, what should they do. You're invested. You care about this family. You feel like that could be you and your family. And I loved how it touched me. And Awkwafina's performance, I have to say, she deserves to be nominated for things. I'm hoping she gets nominated for an Academy Award. I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not. But man, she really gave it her all. Truly loved this film. Those are my choices for the most surprising movies of 2019. Let me know down below, what are your choices? Do you agree with me? Yes, no. Let's have a discussion. Let's talk about it. Again, hit that red subscribe, and I'll see you at the movies.